video we are going to start the word problems under exercise 3.4. Okay, and we are getting the values of x and y under elimination method. Okay, let us move to the problems. We have 5 problems under question number 2. Okay, here comes the first question. If we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, okay, a fraction reduces to 1. It becomes 1 by 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? That is what is asked. Very simple problem. Okay, we have done so many problems of this type. Okay, that is, we have 2 cases. Based on these 2 cases, we can easily form 2 equations. Okay, using a different variable, that is x and y. Here the required fraction. What is asked? We have to find out the fraction. So let the required fraction, let the fraction be x by y. So we are representing x with the numerator and y with the denominator. Understood? So children, in the first case what we are doing, we are adding 1 to the numerator and subtracting 1 from the denominator. Okay, after doing these changes, that fraction reduces into the form 1. Fraction reduces to 1. Okay, when we are adding 1 to the numerator and subtracting 1 from the denominator. Okay, and in the second case, if we add 1 to the denominator only, there is no change for the numerator. So numerator we have taken as x and we are adding 1 to the denominator, then the fraction reduces to 1 by 2. This is we got according to the question. Okay, see children, and how this can be solved. I already told, if we have denominator, something is there in the denominator, that can be taken to RHS in the numerator by cross multiplication. This y minus 1 can be taken to RHS along with 1 into y minus 1. See children, so you will get x plus 1. There is no change for the numerator and that can be equated to 1 into y minus 1. Now in the general form, in order to get the general form, we can take the variable y from RHS to LHS, so minus y, x is already there. Okay, and here first comes the RHS, that is minus 1, that is constant term is there, minus 1, no change for this term, and my plus 1 become minus 1. Usually this is a procedure in the elimination method. I already told in the last video, that is we are keeping this constant in only in RHS. Okay, so minus 1, this plus 1 become minus 1 in the RHS. So this becomes again x minus y is equal to minus 1 is minus 2. So this can be first equation. The same way you can take this denominator, okay, from this denominator to RHS under cross multiplication. So 2 into x, 2x, isn't it? 2x, and equated to y plus 1 from denominator can be taken to RHS under cross multiplication. So 1 along with y plus 1, y plus 1. So I am taking y to LHS, so 2x is already there, so minus y, and there is no constant term, so only 1 is there. So now we have the second equation, 2x minus y is equal to 1. This can be equation number 2. Okay, this we got after simplifying the equation. Under the given statement, we have got this in the form, and after simplification, we have now two pair of linear equations in 2 variables. Now, next part is solving. That's solving, but we already explained in the last video. See children, x minus y equal to minus 2. Here 2x minus y. See children, see, you not only concentrate the value term x. Here the x term, the variable x, okay, that the coefficients are not the same. But here minus y, minus 1, the coefficients of y are. Okay, so what to do? Here without making that coefficient of x, we can easily eliminate y. Okay, so not only simply concentrate the x term, you can eliminate y term in the beginning, in the first step. So here already this y term, its coefficient are the same. Okay, what I said, So if the coefficients of any of the variable are the same, you just subtract that equations in order to eliminate that term. Okay, so that is the next step I am going to do here. That is 1 minus 2. Not compulsory to always eliminate the variable y, x first. Okay, so I am making any change for this multiplying or dividing. I am just changing the sign of the second equation. So minus, so now here minus y become plus y and minus 1. This plus 1 become minus 1 after changing the sign. Now see children, minus y plus y, that term get eliminated. Here positive 1, the coefficient of x is 1. So 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So minus x. Variable is x. This is equal to 2 minus 1 is minus 3, or x is equal to minus get cancelled. So 3 by 1 is x. That is 3. And in order to get y, any one of the equation you can substitute. Okay, see here equation, if you want you can substitute here, or equation 1 is x minus y is equal to minus 2. Okay, so from there you will get to express this in terms of y, but here already this fresh step is there, so I am substituting over here. So from this children, 2x, I am taking this positive 1 to this side, that is minus 1. So y become positive y, minus y become positive. That means we have now y in terms of 2x minus 1 from equation 2. Okay, from equation 2 we got y equal to 2x minus 1. The x term get eliminated, y term get eliminated. So we got the value of x first. Okay, so we can substitute for x as 3. So 2 into x, 2 into 3 minus 1. Okay, that is 6 minus 1 is 5. That is y is equal to 5. What is the required fraction? We have now x. X is numerator of the fraction and y is the denominator of the fraction. So what is the required fraction? So the fraction is x by y. That is equal to 3 by 5. This is all about the first question. Now we are solving the second sub question under the word problems. Okay, let us move to the question. 5 years ago, Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. 2 persons age. 10 years later, Noori will be twice as old as Sonu will be. How old are Noori and Sonu? This is what is asked. Okay, we have to find out the present age of Noori and Sonu under the given statements. Okay, so in the question what is given? We have given ages in 5 years ago, past. And in case 2, 10 years after, later, that is future. So, okay, under these 2 cases we can easily form the equations. Okay, and for that here children we have taken the percentage of x as Noori as x. Okay, so what was his age 5 years ago? Percentage is x, so he was x minus 5. Okay, so here in the first case Noori's age, okay, 5 years ago is 3 times as Sonu then that time. Okay, so if he has x as his percentage, okay, he was x minus 5 years ago. Okay, so this can be equal, he was, okay, Noori was, okay, 3 times or thrice as Sonu's age at that time. Okay, at that time this Sonu's age also, that percentage you have to subtract 5 from the percentage. Percentage is y. So y minus 5. This is the age of Sonu 5 years before or ago. Okay, so and what is the relation according to the question? This 5 years ago Noori was thrice as. So 3 times as the age of Sonu at that time. So this is the first equation you got from the first case. Okay, and secondly, 10 years after, percentage is 10, x as x for Sonu. So he will be x plus 10 after 10 years, right? Suppose you have now 15 years. After 10 years you will be 15 plus 10. So x plus 10. Okay, and this will be equated to, and how that the relation the second case, twice as Sonu. Okay, after 10 years, Sonu's age also get changed. Presently, at present his age is Y. So after 10 years, his age will be Y plus 10. And how they are connected in the given question, according to the question, after 10 years, this Noori will be twice as. So 2 into twice means you have to multiply with 2 of with the present age of Y we have taken for Noori, not Noori. So we have x plus 10 is equal to 2 into y plus 10. Now we can solve. Okay, that is in order to get the general form of pair of linear equation. As I told, you have to keep only the constant term into the RHS by taking the variable, that is the y term into the LHS. And before that you have to apply here distributive property. Open the bracket using multiplying with 2. So x plus 10 is equal to 2y plus 2 into 10, 20. So x minus 2y, I am taking plus 2y to LHS, so minus 2y. So plus 20, and when plus 10 come to RHS, so minus, that is 20 minus 10, that is 10. This is the second equation. And for the first equation, x minus 5, no change for the first equation is LHS. Here comes 3 into y, 3y, minus 3 into 5, 15. And we can take this y term to LHS. So x minus 3y equal to minus 15, and minus 5 become plus 5. That is minus 10. Minus 15 plus 5 is minus 10. So we have x minus 3y is equal to minus 10. And what we have as a second equation? X minus 2y is equal to 10. Quite simple again. Okay, how can we eliminate these x and x? Already same coefficient. Okay, same variable. So just subtract. This can be equation number 1. This can be equation number 2. In order to eliminate the x term, being the coefficients are same. 1 minus 2. Okay, 1 minus 2 means you change the sign. Minus 2 become plus and minus. All the terms, the sign should be changed for all the terms. So x term get cancelled. So children, minus 3y plus 2y. So minus y, minus 3 plus 2, minus 1. So minus y. And minus 10 plus minus 10. Okay, that is minus 20. Minus sign get cancelled. Implies y is equal to 20. That is the present age of Sonu. That is we have taken y for Sonu. And how to get x? You can substitute one of the equation here. Okay, so I am going to substitute for the first equation. So from 1, okay, x can be expressed with respect to x, that is minus 10 plus 3y. Minus 3y become plus 3y. That is minus 10 plus 3 into, here y we got as 20. Okay, that is minus 10 plus 60. 3 into 20, 60. So 50. Minus 10 plus 60 is 50. So we have got, that is the present age of Noori as 50 and that of Sonu as y, that is 20 years. Okay, this is all about the second question. Now we are solving the third question. This is one of the very important question of this exercise, that is the word problems. That is the sum of 2 digits of a 2-digit number is 9. 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. It's very important question, children. See what is given, the sum of the digits, and we are talking about 2-digit number, a 2-digit number. So 2-digit means unit place and the tens place digit. So let it be x comma y. Let the digit in the ones place, okay, ones place equal to x, and digit in the tens place be y. Okay, that means how can we represent, how can we place them? That is, x comes in the ones place and 10 comes in the tens place, y comes in the tens place. Okay, see, for example, if we have 35, okay, how this 35, ones place is 5 and tens place is 3. Okay, in the same way I placed that digit x, okay, for ones place digit and the variable y for tens place digit. That point is clear? Okay. See children, and what is given? The sum of the digits, okay, is 9. That is given. That means we have taken the digits as x and y. So from this, since the sum of the digits equal to 9, you can write, you can add x ones place digit and tens place digit. So this will be 9. That is as given in the question. That part is clear till how we form the first equation. Okay. Now see how we are reading this number as 35. How we got 35? We have to multiply each digit with its corresponding place value. Okay, so here children, the smaller classes we have learned, okay, expanded form. That is, we have to multiply the digit in the tens place with its place value is 10 plus digit in the ones place is 5 with its place value ones place is 1. That is how this become 30 plus 5 as 30. This is for example children. Okay. We are just converting this idea to this variables that for x and y. Okay, so what is the number formed by the digits y in the tens place and x in the ones place? As per this, you have to multiply with its corresponding place value, isn't it? So we have to, in order to get the number, we have taken the digits. So in order to convert the digits into number form, expanded form, that is, since y is in the tens place, y should be multiplied with its place value 10 and x should be multiplied with its place value 1. Okay, so it will reduce into y into 10 is 10y, okay, plus x into 1 is x. So this is the number formed by the digits y in the tens place and x in the ones place. That point is clear? Okay. And how can we form the second equation? That also given. See, 9 times this number. This number means this number formed by the digits y in tens place and the x in the ones place. 9 times this number. Okay, this is the number, that is 10y plus x. 9 times means 9 into 10y plus x. That point is clear children? Okay. Is equal to 2 times the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. 2 times of what? The number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Initially we have taken x in the ones place, okay, and y in the tens place. In order to get the second equation, you have to reverse the order of the digits. That means this ones place, y should come in the ones place, and in tens place you have to write x. Okay, these are the variables in the tens and ones place after reversing the order of the digit. Hence, what is the number formed? You have to multiply each digit with its place value. So after reversing the order of the digit, we will be getting the number as 10 into x as 10x plus y into 1. Now here y is in ones place. Okay, so you have to multiply this y with its place value, that is y into 1, that is 10x plus y. This is the number we obtained after reversing the digits. Okay, number obtained. Okay, number obtained after reversing the order of the digit is 10x plus y. That point is clear? Okay. Then how can we equate these two? Okay, the 9 times this number, that is initially that number, that is 10y plus x, it's 9 times. That can be equated to, okay, twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Okay, so here this is the number we obtained after reversing the order of the digits. So it's 2 times 2 into 10x plus y. How we form the equation is clear, children. Next is very simple. We are just solving. Nothing is there in the denominator. No need to cross multiply and all. We have just opened the bracket using the distributive property. 9 times are 90y plus 9 into x, 9x. Okay. And here we will be getting 2 into 10, 20x. 2 into y, 2y. Okay. Now we can take the variables to RHS, from RHS to LHS, and we can take the constant to RHS. RHS here no constant. Okay, so we can express one variable with respect to the other. Okay, yes. So 90y, I am taking this y term to LHS, so which implies 90y minus 2y equal to. This is the method, children. This is the steps to be followed if you don't have any constant. Should express one variable with the other. Okay. So 90y minus 2y equal to, here already 20x is there. 20x and this 9x become minus 9x. Okay. So here you can solve, that is 90 minus 2y, that is 88, 90 minus 2, and y. This is equal to, yes children, here 20x minus 9 is 11, 20 minus 9 is 11x. Okay, and next step, you can either, if we are using the elimination method, you should get two equations, right? Okay, if RHS is 0, doesn't matter. Okay, so I am writing here. Here you before that you can simplify. See children, 88y and 11. Okay, so 88 from this you can reduce with 11. That is 8y and x. That is, you have now 8y is equal to x. So in order to get that equation, first the variable x, I am taking this 8y to RHS. So x minus 8y equal to 0. Because after taking this 8y, nothing is there in the LHS, so 0. Or x minus y equal to x minus 8y equal to 0. And we have the first equation as x plus y equal to 9. Okay, now we got x minus 8y equal to 0. In order to apply the substitution method, suppose you are getting the answer by substitution method, you can just substitute x as 8y here. That doesn't matter. In order to do the elimination method only, you have to convert this in the equation form. Okay, so by substitution method, I will show how this can be solved. So being x is equal to, we have now x is equal to, the method is not specified. If the method is not specified, you can use any of the method which according to our convenience. Okay, so here we have x is equal to 8y. So what becomes, so this can be equation number, okay, equation number 2. So from 2, this can be equation 1. 2, 1 becomes, 1 becomes, okay, I am substituting x as 8y. Here already y, okay, this term equal to 9. So 8y plus y become 9y equal to 9, or y is equal to 9 by 9, that is 1. That means we got the value of y as 1. And what is the next thing? We should get x. Okay. And for that, from 1 you will be getting x equal to, x is equal to 9 minus y. Okay, that is 9 minus 1, that is 8. That is, now we have x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 1. Okay, so what is our number? What is the number we have got? That is, y should come in the tens place, the original number. Okay, and x was in the ones place. Okay, so 18 is the number. Or we have this form, children. Original number was 10y plus x. Okay, so 10 into y, 1, plus x is 8. Okay, so 10 plus 8, that is 18. This is the required number, 2-digit number. Now we are solving the fourth question. This is also very important problem, but it's quite simple question. Meena went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2,000. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only. Meena got 25 notes. Find how many notes of rupees 50 and rupees 100 she received. Okay, that means a person that Meena went to a bank and she got 25 notes, okay, for rupees 2,000. Okay, and these 25 notes includes only 50 rupees notes and 100 rupees note. That was her condition. And what is asked? Okay, how many rupees 50 notes with her and how many 100 rupees notes with her? Okay, so let it be x and y. Here we have two variables. We are talking about pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, so let the number of 50 rupees note is x and the number of rupees 100 notes be y. Okay, so how can we easily formulate one first equation, that is being it is 25. What is 25? Sum of the notes. Sum of 50 rupees note and rupees 100 notes. That is x plus y. We have taken number as x for 50 rupees note and y for rupees 100 notes. So from that we can get first equation. That is, since the number of notes is 25 and x plus y is equal to 25, because we have taken number of 50 rupees note x and number of y, that is, y as number of 100 rupees note. And how can we formulate the second equation? Okay, what is this 2,000? We are getting the second equation with respect to this one, that is the amount withdraw, that is 2,000. Okay, that means what is the amount? Okay, that she get from x number of rupee 50 note. X, suppose I have 250 rupees note. So what is the amount with me? Because of this 250 notes, 2 into 50, 100 rupees. Okay, I have 550 rupees note. So you have to multiply number of notes with its denomination, that is here 50. So 5 into 50. Understood? The same way, the amount from x number of this 50 rupees note. That here the number of 50 rupees note is x. So the amount is x into 50, that is 50x. Okay, 50x. Okay, and what is, and she has also rupees 100 notes also. So what is the amount from y number of 100 rupees note? That is 100y. This together make rupees 2,000. That is x number of 50 rupees notes plus together plus y number of 100 rupees note, that is 100y plus 100y equal to rupees 2,000. This is the way to form the second equation. Don't write here the second equation as x plus 5, x plus y is equal to 2,000. That is wrong. You have to get, in the previous case we got the number by multiplying with its correct place value. Okay, then only we get the number. The same way, in order to get the amount from x number of 50 rupees note, 50x, y number of 100 rupees note is 100y, that will be get together will be 2,000. Idea is clear? Okay. Now after looking this can be easily simplified. 50, 50, 50 common multiples. If you divide with 50, okay, this will be reduced into, that is x plus, divide with 50. Okay, divide with 50 of each terms, both LHS and RHS. So 50 in 100, 2 times, so 2y. Okay, 0, 0 get cancelled. Okay, and 5 in 20, 4 times and 0, 40. So x plus 2y is equal. Can we again reduce with the 2? No children, here the coefficient of x is 1. You can reduce, you can simplify only when there must be a common factor for each term in that equation. Even if 2 and 40, but x is, its coefficient is 1, we can't reduce. Okay, so we have the second equation as x plus 2y is equal to 40, and the first equation is x plus y is equal to 25. Any method you can apply. I am using here elimination method. That is x plus y is equal to 25. This is the first equation. See children, x, that is same variable with the same coefficient. How this can be eliminated? Just subtract. Okay, that is 2 minus 1. You can write the first equation as a first or second equation. That doesn't matter. Okay, which equation you are subtracting? Okay, from which equation this equation, that is sign get to sign. That is the only change. That is the only change you have to make. So this term gets cancelled. 2y minus y, 2 minus 1, 1y is y simply. 40 minus 25 is 15. That is number of 100 rupees note. That is what we have taken for y. The variable is 100 rupees note. That is 50. So how many notes? That is only 25. So 25 minus 15 is 10. And that you will be getting from here x is equal to 25 minus y. That is 25. Y we got here as 15. That is she has 10 50 rupees note. X we have taken 50 rupees note and 15 100 rupees note. Okay, so all together she will have rupees 2000. This is the way to get the number of 50 rupees note and number of 100 rupees notes. Okay children. Now we are solving the last problem. This is very important. Okay, this type of question can be expected. Okay, yes. A lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter. Okay, Sarida paid rupees 27 for book kept for 7 days, while Susie paid, the second woman, rupees 21 for the book she kept for 5 days. Find the fixed charge and charge for each extra day. So here also two variables, two unknowns are there. So let it be x for the fixed charge. So fixed charge equal to x rupees and a charge for each additional day. Okay, per additional day she has to pay rupees y. This is fixed charge we can take as rupees x. And what is asked? We have to find out this fixed charge and charge for each additional day. So children, here we have two cases, one for Sarida and she paid rupees 27 for 7 days. 7 days she kept that book with her. The first student, that is Sarida, kept the book for 7 days. And the 7 days can be splitted as 3 plus 4. Why I split it? Because 3 days she can keep the book for x rupees. Okay, so x, this for 3 days she has to pay only rupees x. And what is how many days she kept extra other than these 3? From 7, if you subtract 3, you will get 4. That 4 days she has to pay rupees y for each day. So y into 4, that is 4y. Okay, that together will give the amount paid by Sarida for keeping book for 7 days. And that is given as 21. Okay, so 27 is the amount paid by her for keeping that book for 7 days. So first you divide the 7 for fixed amount for fixed charge, the number of days for fixed charge, that is 3, and plus 7, that is plus 4, that is 7. That will make 7 days. So the amount will be 27. The same way for the second student, that is Susie, she paid 21 rupees. And how many days? She kept a book for 5 days. So this 5 also should written in terms of 3, because 3 days she can keep for x rupees. That is fixed charge. For 3 days, that is x plus this 5 will be 3 plus 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. And for 2 days, if 1 day additional charge is y, so for 2 days 2y. So 2y is equal to, and hence the amount is given as 21. So 21 is equal to x plus 2y. So next is very simple to solve this. Okay, see, x plus 4y is equal to 27 and x plus 2y is equal to 21. How can we eliminate x? Coefficients are the same, just subtract. 1 minus 2 implies change the sign of the second equation and cancel the first and variables, that x term get cancelled. And 4y minus 2y, okay, that is 2y is equal to 27 minus 21, that is 6. And y is equal to 6 by 2, that is 3 rupees. 3 is the amount for each additional day. Okay, so from 1, in order to get the fixed charge, okay, from equation 1, x with respect to x, that is 27 minus 4y plus y become minus 4y. 27 minus 4 into, that is 3 4y, that is 27 minus 12. 4 3s are 12, that is 15. That is x fixed charge for 3 days. She has to pay 15 rupees, and for each additional day, the amount for each additional day for y, that is 3 rupees. So children, this is all about exercise 3.4 and the word problems. Okay, so practice it well. Okay, thank you children. Thank you for watching and supporting my channel. Thank you all.